Well, hello, Arty friends. It's Thursday. That means we're going to get to thought in here in just a second. Please do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an Arty-friendly bunch. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
As I said, say hello over there. Then we can say hello back. Get those thumbsy upsies if you would. That's a, like it button right over there. And if you can't find it, maybe close down the chat and then, it'll open back up. It's still there, I promise. It is a little scary because when I first came across that, I was like, well, if I close my chat, then how do I find the chat again? It's there. It's okay. It'll be all right. If you're watching in replay, please do the same. Give those thumbsy upsies and then let us know down below in the comments. If you're new here, subscribe. That's over there along the bottom area as well. And then you can chat and chat if you're watching live. There's lots to do.
Don't forget to go to the top of it and say all instead of, I don't know, some other stuff that they've got there that I don't get it. But.
She don't get it. I gotta pump that up.
I don't know why you'd click the others. I'm sure there's some really compelling reason.
Compelling reason. All right, let's say hello to everybody. So those things. Today is the 6th. You still have time to sign up for the swap. Lucy's here. Adrian, Alicia, Art Curious by M&W. That's Miriam, SM of Mine. That's Sue. Barb's here. Bruja. Kathy Ann, Handmade is here. Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy's here. Eddie. That's our mod trio right there. They're in charge. Elizabeth Folcomer's here. Eric. Irma Ortiz. I was like, is that a J or I couldn't tell. Sorry. It's my eyeballs. They're struggling today. Hello, Irma. Jennifer's Dog Life is here. Ricky Nordmeyer. Rosemary Seaback. That's Cheryl. Sharon Brown's here. Sherry. Slapping Paint on Paper. That's Karen McCoy. Star Traveler. That's Linda. I know some other people popped in there because the thing moved, but I don't know. Give me some extra pinky hello hands. I'm going to click over. All right. Irma. Okay, we got Irma. Sharon. All right. Alice is here.
You need to remind them they have to get their name in before the 8th.
Yes, you got to get your name in before the 8th if you want to do the swap over there at Makers. That's the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you aren't part of that, we've had 4 questions. Eddie was like, I think there's 3. I'm like, yeah, sorry. I need to update y'all on that. I think Carrie says there's 2. I keep adding questions. There's 4 now. And then you need to say yes to the rules. Listen, this is an organism.
Yes,
it's
ever changing, adapting to the prevailing conditions.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I want to know different things depending on information I have.
And then I want to know some things that Mariah says, no, I don't think we need to know.
No, we don't need to know that.
That's a little invasive.
Like we used to.
I'm like, well, I think it'll eliminate a lot of problems later on down the road if we know this.
So we used to have a question in there asking people about like their favorite artists in history or whatever, which was really great when we first started. It helped us kind of get to know some people or whatever. And then I was like, actually, you know what we need to ask them? Do you know who we are? That seems to be the more pertinent question. So that's one of the questions. And then it says, hey, do you watch things on YouTube? And if you do, you might want to subscribe to this channel here because, this is like the hub of all the things.
Duh.
And then some people say no, that they don't watch YouTube sometimes. And then I have to sit there and wonder if I should let them in because I'm like, I don't
what's
what
the
else?
Point? Yeah.
Like a lot of what we do in Makers is driven by not only our channel, but all the channels. So, there's that. Hello, Lori and Sophia. All right, who else is coming in here? Kathy. Anne. Hi, guys.
Yeah, I was chatting with Sophia last night at 2 a.m. and I was trying to figure out what time it would be where she is. Be early morning for her.
Yes.
Mid-morning.
So if it's, it was probably about 8 a.m. If it was 2 a.m. here, it's about 8 a.m. there. She's probably having coffee, wondering what the hell you're doing. We're always wondering what she's doing.
Hey, I was waiting for something to dry, so I was looking at the.
Hello, Kay. Hello, Acme. All right. Hey, Patty. See, ooh, we got quite the crew here. Hey, give those thumbsy ups, y'all.
Y'all did. When I first looked at it, 15 of you had already done that. Excellent. You're doing a super job. Okay, Thirsty Thoughts, August 6, 2026. I always say that in case we're trying to identify.
We're star dating things, y'all.
We're what?
Like they do on Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
Trek.
Star Trek.
People get real upset.
Yeah.
I'm Texan. Sometimes Trek comes out as Trek. Trek.
Is that a twitch or a...
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay. So, Thirsty Thoughts here, people. This is kind of what I was going through yesterday because I was
Hi, Sal.
dealing with governmental issues. I had 2 really important phone calls.
Not that they have come knocking.
Not yet, anyway. I don't know. Yeah. I answered some things on there that were kind of iffy. And
I know.
I think that they should have a little disclaimer to the best of my...
To the best of my...
It works for the freaking people that go and, get...
Yeah, when you're under oath.
Yeah.
Technically, you're not under oath, but it is like a legal document, so I think it's kind of got some...
Well, I think that there should be that disclaimer, especially if you're 75 years old. They ought to give you a little, grace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the source of my frustration? Well, yesterday it was a lot of things, and we won't even go into it because it wouldn't help you to know that. Okay, mine is wanting to know it all at once and getting bogged down in the I don't know that part of it. Now, I know y'all can relate to that. If you've been doing artwork, that is absolutely part of your growth process. So here's my advice. Number 1, step back. Do some deep breathing. I mean, seriously. Close your eyes and just sit there and go. Okay. Calm the urge to rip, snort, and tear it up.
It's just going to have to fill it out again.
Then look it over and mentally, or write it down, identify what I do know. And then, how can that information serve me in the present situation?
Right.
So if you don't know how to do something, but you know how to do something else, what part of that something else has commonalities with what you are presently doing? So you just think about it, identify those. That's going to help you. Also, that whole process there, you're building that toolbox, and that's what you want to keep in mind. Everything I don't know that I learn about and do know is going to help me further faster in the future. Word. Now, I like this. Okay.
It's a triple F.
This is not weather-wise information. Turn around, don't drown. Sit on the edge of the water and allow it to recede, or find another way to get where you needed to go. Also, don't be fearful of asking for help. Okay, let's art it up.
This is a great place to ask for help, and you can always do that over here in the comments.
Yes.
Hello, everybody that's come in. Hey, Carla and Meg and
y'all know how excited I get when I
Monroe,
know the answer to something.
Carrie. I think I got everybody. Extra pinky hello hands if I missed you.
All right. I don't know.
Hi, darling.
I do know where to start.
Okay. The art's starting.
Just took me for a moment. Just took me a moment.
Top cam.
All right.
There we go. Oh, you didn't put one down yet. You need to do it.
I didn't, because I started to. I really honestly did. But, pardon me, I want to try something new.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you about it. I'm not going to do it because it's very time intensive and you do not want to sit here and watch paint dry. Or I don't think you do. I'm assuming I wouldn't want to watch paint dry.
Hi, Shannon.
What I want to do here is I want to come in and I want to preserve all of these wonderful little areas where that beautiful, beautiful pale blue dusty turquoise is. My nose is just itching like crazy.
My eyeballs have been all kinds of crazy.
Well, mine have. I actually put stuff in today. Anyway, that's what I want to do. And I'm really kind of sitting, I think what I'm going to do is come back in with that same turquoise and paint over it so that it intensifies that turquoise, but doesn't eliminate the little, fun things that are in there. And that one, this turquoise right here.
So where are you talking about? Like, you need to do one little area what you're talking about, because I don't understand.
All right.
Hello, Julie Parker.
Okay.
Don't sneeze.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to start, and you know what happens when I do. Okay, let me get this. This is my favorite little brush.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about inside the blocks. I don't know that I full on, but yeah, maybe this is a good idea.
See how it makes it a little bit darker?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, because I even thought about this.
But what about the ones that have kind of the cool crazing going on?
Well,
are you going to do it to all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's one.
A little sad about that. Okay.
You just watch. It's not going to, all it's going to do is it's just going to amplify.
Okay.
It is not going to alter. And you might think this is not doing very much, but let me tell you what it is doing.
No, I could see that one. That one, well, I mean, the other one was darker for sure, but that's a great representation of like what we're talking about.
Each other. Now, there are some places here, where it doesn't even have a whole lot of that turquoise.
Oh, Monroe has some stuff for you that he's going to be sending out next week. Husband put some of his jewelry he makes in with what?
What?
Well, that's mighty fun.
Say that again.
His husband makes jewelry, and he's going to send you some of it.
I know, John David Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know John David?
His husband
also makes
Did you know that?
chain mail stuff.
So does Rhonda. Rhonda made me some things.
Yeah, she did.
She may have made P some too, but I took both bracelets.
She did.
We love some jewelry.
She did it without even blinking an eye. Her conscience didn't even twinge around the edge.
Not even the least bit.
Of course, mine wouldn't either, because if I really wanted, I'd just go downstairs and steal it off the wall.
I keep telling her. I'm like, you know where it's at.
I really like.
I know John David's wedding ring that I noticed, and the Mo commented on it in the post makers, and he was real happy about that.
Wasn't it beautiful?
One of these days we're going to get him over here. So
you can kind of see what's going to happen here. And then I really honestly think what I'm going to do is just use a neutral off-white.
Okay.
And I may make my own and dirty the buff up just a bit more.
That seems like some harsh talk right there.
Yeah.
Dirty the buff up.
That's what's happening with that. I still haven't done anything with the other, and I don't want to talk about it.
Hello, Elizabeth. Oh, what are we not talking about?
We're not talking about the other ears coming and going.
Gotta be careful. There's some crazy fungus thing going around, and it's here in Texas. And it really hits the elderly.
Fungal? Well, I eat all of these mushrooms. I'm hoping that they counteract each other.
Fight each other?
Uh-huh. Battle it out.
I don't think that's how that works, but sure.
Well, we all know that I have my own. Okay, so...
Monroe says, get it checked.
Get it checked?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. But you just do not understand my adversarial relationship with the medical profession.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wish we had doctors that would come visit. Just bring them here.
I wished I had my Indian doctor that I had in Lubbock. I loved her. She was wonderful.
Yeah.
She would sit and talk to me for an hour. Seriously.
Different times.
Different times. Okay, so basically I wanted to talk to you about what's happening with the decorated box.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah and I have decided that we're either going to, and I think what we could do, we could take this to the library and they could charge, whatever they wanted for the bookmarks and just put it in their fund. That's our way of supporting our
like a donation jar.
A donation. It's like a donation jar.
For the library.
Have it,
I wonder if it's something they could do. We need to talk to somebody that knows things.
Yeah, we do.
We don't know.
But it requires putting on your going out and about clothes.
That's right. Hey, and Brad says that there's all this construction and what's it over in that area of town. So I don't know. Might be a bit before we head over that way.
Oh, seriously?
Because they're doing that. They're building that shopping center, something or other over there.
Across from the library?
No, not from the library, but like it's down a little ways, but it's causing all kinds of traffic and things up around the school area and what's it.
Well, they really needed to think about that a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in and talk to you, and I don't.
Okay.
I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll just muddle.
Oh, look at you.
Okay, I got so tired of trying to decide what went in what box. And I thought, well, one of the good things that I could do about this, I could stamp these dudes on the lid, and this is a transparent lid, and it's going to show through. And then if I decide to take something out, I can mark an X through it. And no, it's not there. It's somewhere else.
I love it.
Okay.
It's a system.
It is a system. And I got all these little boogers in here. Look at this. Titus Dick's headband, but I got them in there. Now, I do want to talk to you about this. Mm-hmm. Can we see that? Yeah, okay. Let me get this one. Mm-hmm. Pardon me.
Yeah, see, Ricky Normeyer says she's experiencing all kind of sinus infections due to the weather and et cetera, because there's, all the fires and crap in the air, and plus the fungus thing and the,
Yeah. Okay. Well,
among us.
And okay. So basically what I did here is I cut up Geopoly. And I'll show you why. What?
Just reading things.
Reading things?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that up there. Can you still see it when I put it up there? How far?
I don't know about where did the jalapenos come in? Because all of a sudden, see, sometimes I just read a comment. I'm like, okay, well, what did that have to do with what? Because that was funny all on its own. Because Eddie just out of nowhere, like, he didn't do it out of nowhere, but it was out of nowhere to me. And he says, and now you can't eat jalapenos.
Why can't you eat?
I don't know. And
maybe they have the fungus on them.
I don't know. I was trying to find out.
And we know lettuce has.
Yeah, don't eat the lettuce, especially from those mega supporting Thomas Farms or whatever it is.
Taylor.
Taylor. There we go. I keep wanting to say Thomas.
And I remember it because
she bought it back, and I was like,
so I may already have that, and we're just gonna,
just gonna clean her out.
Yeah, basically, I guess so. I don't know if it actually cleans itself out or if it just lingers.
No, supposedly you really do want to get some antibiotics.
Yeah,
but
the antibiotics is Bactrim.
Yeah, see, and I can't take that.
I kind of have. I've had a reaction to it.
It's the sulfa drugs.
It is a sulfa drug.
Yeah, I'll turn into like one of the Simpsons. Lips all puffed up and face all looking like somebody beat the crap out of me. It happened.
Okay.
I woke up one morning, Brad's like, you need to go, doctor. I was like, what is wrong? It's like, your face ain't right. And then he called my dad. And he's like, tell your daughter to go to the doctor. It's bad. And so I did. And then we went in and they were like, oh, come right in here.
Yeah,
it's bad when you're at the emergency room. They're like, oh, yeah, we need come here.
We don't want you sitting out there, worrying a lot of people that you're going to expire.
Yeah. Well, they were worried because it was happening in my face and they didn't want it like heading down my throat.
Well, that's when I went in with my.
And then they gave me some super duper Benadryl or whatever. And then I'm all. Yeah.
Okay, y'all. I think I'm finally finished with this. And I'm going to point out some areas where I came in and did some extra things. Okay, remember this was the bubble stamp.
Look at that bubble stamp just handling business.
So then I came back in. Well, first I colored all the bubbles turquoise inside the bubble. Then I came back and defined the black area because it wasn't very well defined on this end, or maybe it's that other end. I don't know, one end. And then I came in with the other stamp and stamped over it.
Not under it, but over it.
Yes. Okay, now let me show you another one here. Okay. So these I came in and added turquoise.
I love the addition of, well, the turquoise was already there, but so that's why P needed to repeat it. But it was a good idea to wait until the stamping was there, because then it really established some good places to put it, to bring in the more little highlights and who's it, what's it.
And you don't have to get anal about that. I mean, you know,
Hello, Susie.
It's a work of art.
Yeah. Don't get anal. It's a work of art. I had to say it out loud. Otherwise, it was just going to keep on repeating in my head because I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, now I'm really, you know, I'm hearing I like this
Hi, Gray.
because it kind of turned into a slitty eyeball.
Oh, it is kind of snake-like.
Yeah.
Snaky. Yeah.
I spent some time on
Yes. I really like this one. So one of the other things that P and I discussed regarding, you know, what to do with all of these beautiful, wonderful, they're really like, I think we should call them like the pup blankets. Or, you know, because it's like the next thing. It's not just pups, because, you know, the pickup papers are their own thing. And now this is the evolution. I've been playing this one game. And this is why that's kind of on my brain. It's like, so, you know, you put the two items together and then you get a new item.
Well, golly gee. Imagine that.
Well, listen, lady. Sometimes the John Madden of the situation is the best thing. I know it seems obvious, but, you know, we're here to discuss this and make it accessible for people. Anyway. So we're talking about how, like, maybe these are just, you know, one next piece in an even larger piece as well. So it's like it starts with the pup strips. Then you put the pup strips together. And then you do the stamping. And then you have whatever this thing is.
And y'all have seen all the others. And this is kind of an outlier, and that's the way I go. So I probably need to do about 3 more of these to make it.
Oh, Zao says, I don't know if I can use the little itty bitties like P does, but she sure does want to. You can do it.
You know what? All it takes is a little bit of practice and just allowing yourself to have
gild the lily.
A bit of grace.
I feel like this is a gilding of the lily, you know.
It is?
Because you just keep adding kind of things to it.
I do.
And then I told her, all right, I think it's time for a new one.
I think I think you're absolutely right. Now, I do see this little circle here? That one needs some of that.
Oh, Sophia says, pups reloaded. Pupception. Yes.
And you can see how I used the little tinier ones here. And see what I did with this one. I had 2 of them because they were together.
Yes.
So I already took them apart. And then I took the other one apart so that I had this little thing and this little thing.
So if y'all have any of the Geopoly stamps, you can go to town, cut them up, do the thing.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, they're wonderful. All right, now.
Hello, Christy.
Before I move on. Okay.
Hey, Alicia.
Yeah. Now I need to talk to you about what I'm doing with the bookmarks.
Hey,
Even
Michelle,
though we're not going to do bookmarks, we're going to wait and do bookmarks during CAW. I want to show you this because this is relevant to pups.
Michelle says that she wishes that we could work with wrapping paper companies to turn these pups into wrapping paper.
That would be lovely. I would love that.
Call us.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not against it.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be interesting. You know, the step and repeat on it long ways is easy enough, but I guess you could bring it up. There would be ways. I could help make this happen. We can make this happen. We just need the producer of the wrapping paper because we don't do that. But I can help with files.
Well, we should talk to Cherie because she has stuff done.
Maybe she
has
knows
fabric
some people.
made. I think that would make wonderful. Those would make wonderful scarves.
Maybe. All right.
Okay, so let's talk about these. You can see the the dudes here. Can you see them? Can you see them?
Yes.
Sit up there, Dana. Okay. These over here, I brushed the clear texture gesso on. Got a little aggressive. Over here, I pointed on.
Okay.
Much better. Can you see?
Yes.
All right. Now, you might wonder what happened and how did it get that background. Well, I'm fixing to show you. This is some magnificent stuff.
That she kept, that Sue sent.
Empty tomb. You know that I was like, oh, yeah, I think that's me.
One of those big flies.
You want my fly swatter?
No.
Let's share my fly swatter with everybody.
She made this.
Out of what was available.
By the way, we have fly swatters downstairs.
Well, of course we do, but, you know, I didn't have it. Here, I'll hand it to you. It's a good woofer, too.
It's a woofer.
Izzy says.
I know.
And it will frighten them, even if you don't kill them. Now, woof him, and he'll go downstairs and bother Brad. Okay, so.
Size matters, Alicia. Hello, Ivy Pearl.
All right, I talked about these, and you know what happened with those. So let's put those aside for a minute.
Okay.
Talk about these. Because this is another one of my, it was a drawing that Mariah turned into a paper.
Yeah, it's in a couple of different sets of our laser prints. So that's one option. And then we ended up turning it into a stamp. And so now P's cut it apart. And I think it's brilliant.
And the reason is because that stamp was just...
It's big.
It's big.
But it had to be that big because we needed that size of the line.
Yes. So I just cut it. I just cut the little sections apart. And I probably wouldn't cut it apart the same way.
Elizabeth Folkheimer says, P, what do you do in your spare time? Hello, Linda Friends.
Well, you know, I had to stop drinking because of my UTIs. So now I have to fill my time with other things.
Fly swatters.
Fly swatters and
Stamping.
And stamping.
And sorting. I mean, this is darn near organizational. I mean, I don't dare.
Don't you think it's brilliant putting that little thing on the front? Because then you don't have to... Because I have a hard time with my eyes seeing black on black.
Yes.
White on white or clear things.
Yeah.
So this really, you know, takes care of that. Then if you decide you don't want that stamp in there, you just mark an X through it.
Or you can trade some
and add
pieces
it
and parts and some of the swaps.
To another thing. So basically these are the little bookmarks. And I really want to mess with them, but we're not going to. We're going to save this for Caw.
Bookmarks for Caw.
Bookmarks are for Caw. But I did want to share this little bit of organizational
Hello, Joni.
business with you. Now I do want to show you how I got the background for these.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And
It has to do with the spray?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to show that?
I am going to show that.
Fabulous.
Just because I think that people will be interested
yes.
in that. And I do think that it's something that relates to not just bookmarks, but a whole bunch of other
right.
things.
I like that, you know, over there at Caw, it's kind of like, you know, it's the final artivism that happens over at Caw. So the bookmarks, the pin, you know, the final postcard, the final pin, and all the things that we make with this messages on it.
And I do think, I've been thinking about our postcards. I think the postcards that we made were good. Okay, for the time. But I want to go back and do some collaging on them. Using some of the different stamps of some of the different things.
Well, because you can print them out. And now it's like, now what's next?
Yeah. And they can be, we can have that as the original, make copies of the originals. So it's not like we're destroying anything. Gosh, I love they have wonderful time, don't they? And I do
the mower's here. Sorry.
Do want you to see, here's my little box. And I do, on CAW, I'm going to talk about different materials to use for your bookmarks, tabs, whatever. But you're going to have to come to CAW to find out what's going on.
And if you're wondering why we keep saying CAW, there are links over there in chat that will take you over to that channel if you want to subscribe to it. I usually go ahead and on Saturday, I will post the video, like schedule the stream. We are now actually streaming on Sundays for CAW at 3:30 p.m. It's just, we have found that fits better with our schedule, and a lot of other folks really like that too. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're keeping it easy peasy. Maybe that changes again in the future. I don't know. I'm trying not to stress about it.
Yes.
Even though I have printed material that says Saturday. I'm working through that. I'm working.
Okay. I'm hoping that doesn't fall down on my head. All right. I've got to get some. I need to get this out of here.
Oh, Acme says thoughts. How do you decide what to do next with so many possibilities?
That's a really great question. And I don't really have the answer to it. It's an organic thing.
It really is around here. We don't schedule, like, now there are certain little things, like, when we have certain collaborations, and then each and every month I do try to participate in both the color combo and the collage prompts. And that's, because that's part of what we do as the community and things like that over in Makers. But P, I don't ever, say that she has to do anything. I don't tell her which products to use. I mean, the main thing we have is hey, we show the products, and then what she wants to gather up and work with is what she wants to do, because otherwise it becomes too stressful and the art is no fun. And I don't think that's fun for y'all to watch. You can come to Mondays when she yells at me about things to get stressed out about that. We save that for that day.
Yeah. We like to,
I'm working with her, y'all. I really am. I like to give her a hard time. That really is out of love. And it's sort of funny.
Okay,
that's
now
how we deal with it.
That's going to be a great one, because what it is it is 11, which makes it 5.5. That's a wonderful size for a bookmark. I think it fits into my little hoodie-doo.
Fitting in the hoodie-doo is important.
It is, because, I've spent all this time doing that. And okay, 2 inches is good. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to cut this until after. I'm going to sort of do a whatchamacallit thing here, like Carrie does, those masterboard things. We'll cut it up afterwards. And it'll be a lot easier to handle here anyway.
Yes.
And having to worry about, the little cracks in the, whatever.
Oh, Zal says she wants to see about getting her bookmark laminated that she got, I believe, from the one she's talking about is the one that she got from CAW. Because if you go over to CAW and you are there in the live stream, we may give you one. You need to, there's instructions, but you got to be there.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. Here's a really quick way, because one of the things, we didn't laminate the ones that have gone out. Here's my suggestion. If you feel comfortable and you have good packing tape, just do that. I do that a lot of times.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to overlap it.
Yeah.
And those should be thin enough, I think, that the width of them.
I don't really think that they are, but
that's one way to do it.
The other thing is you can actually buy
those sheets.
Contact that are clear.
Yep.
And do that. You can also take it to Kinko's or whatever.
That's right. They'll laminate things.
And they'll laminate it for you. I don't know what the cost is. I've never done that, but I know that they will.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ready to go here. Now, I did this 2 ways, but I decided, okay, we'll go ahead. We'll do it 2 ways here. I put it down and then I sprayed on it. And then I flopped it off. And I like the flop off better than the spray through. But we're going to do it both ways.
Oh, I love your little... Notice she just shields up.
Shields up. It's not really doing its job, but, you know, we'll all just
with
say
the way,
it is.
With the way she sprays, it's best to have whatever in place that one possibly can. There you go. Irma says you can get contact paper at the Dollar Tree.
Ain't that mighty fine?
That is most excellent. And this is cellular membrane. It's also featured in the new stencils, the Coffee Ring Supremes. There's a little section in some of them that are cellular membrane because it's one of the OGs. And really legit, like, OG. It's just, we couldn't make this one work for a long time because we didn't know what we were doing. Remember that?
Yes.
Because it started out as like
this is one of the ones that we really struggled with. Now, I did go ahead and clean this up because I'm not sure, and I suspect that it's ever so slightly transition.
Eddie says it's very weird watching you use sprays, but he is loving it. It is odd.
It is. Now, I should have had something down that, you know, because that would have been good. But
yeah.
Okay, well, live and learn.
All right.
Live and learn. I mean, I can still use this as a
tear it
run
up
through. And then I've got this business over here. You just want to be careful because I'm not sure about this spray. It doesn't say permanent anywhere on here, and it's this distress stain. When it says stain, I'm kind of thinking about the...
No, it's not like like if you add water to this, it will reactivate it. Yeah. But for the most part, it does set, especially when it's on paper.
And especially if it's porous.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can see it is having a bit of a... But it's not like major.
Saw them.
Okay?
They are water reactive. Eddie confirms.
They are water reactive, the stains. Okay. So, basically... I do, and I love doing this because I can take my piece of paper here.
Now, Sue says distressed products are almost all water reactive unless sealed. So, if you seal it, then you're good. Oh, I don't know, Alicia. Maybe. Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
Let's turn this around here. I'm trying to keep my spray in one area, but you know how that goes, and we know that won't happen. Kind of trying to overlap it. Those areas there where it's kind of, you know, glommed up, those are really wonderful later on.
Yeah, and the problem, like, with using the Mod Podge, and that's one of the reasons probably P didn't go through and... Don't know, like, okay, Mod Podge. Here's the dealio. Depending on where you live, like, legit, depends on how well it dries.
Not making this stuff up.
We aren't making this stuff up. There are many complaints throughout the internet. And you can even go back to, like, old streams, like, where we were very pro Mod Podge. And then there's much discussion about why not to use the Mod Podge. And then we've been sad a little bit sometimes, because I'll tell you, when you use any of the watercolor crystals, the brushes, the infusions, all the things, when it is then water soluble, Well, guess what? When you put Mod Podge on it, it reactivates the little boogers, and you may not like what is happening at that point because really you wanted to capture the moment, and it creates a new moment for you, and you may not like that new moment. I can give you an example. I have one that has made me very sad. I have 2 books, actually. I have 2 moments in time when the Mod Podge has done things that I did not want. It wasn't necessarily the Mod Podge's fault. It was, it was doing its thing with the other thing, and sometimes then what comes of it is not a good thing. That's all I'm saying. It's the long way.
And it does say staining.
It says it right there on the packaging.
There's no,
you should listen to the packaging.
Yes, it's kind of like your politicians when they tell you something.
You really should listen.
Okay, so there we go. Hang that baby back up there for.
Yeah, see, so Witcha she does not like the Mod Podge, and there's a whole group of people, and we totally get it. We really do.
But let me just tell you this. This is where I go back. Yeah, it probably has there are other things that you can use that do this. But I've had beads for 50 years.
That have been
paper beads that were done with Mod Podge. They look just like the day that they were made.
Now, here's another good thing. And we do have the cow spray, the whatever fixative, what's it? I can't ever remember. We call it the cow spray because it's got a cow on it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know what it is.
They should have named it better and not put the cow there because it's very distracting. It's what I remember. Some of their marketing is working. I'm in a special kind of mood today. Sorry, guys. Sue says she uses a spray fixative on water reactive inks. Let it dry and then use another medium after. That's a very fantastic idea. Here's my deal, like with the Krylon business, I cannot stand the way that stuff smells. And like I sprayed my one book, I kept it in a pot for over a month outside with baking soda because that thing smelled so bad and it made me want to hurl. So if you are sensitive like I am, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, like I said, feeling special today.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're not, then you don't have any of that stuff to worry about. But when they say staining, they really do mean it. Because I did scrub my nails and everything, but you can see it works underneath.
And it stains.
And it stains. And it makes you look like you. An auto mechanic on your days off, and sometimes I am. And here's my other paper that I sprayed on. And and while I was talking to my people yesterday,
she was on the phone yesterday.
I worked on, this was my stamp off, and then this is just doodles and writing.
So you can stamp and doodle.
Stamp and doodles. Okay, so we're kind of done with that. Now what are we going to do?
Sue says that try some hand sanitizer on your fingers.
Okay, will do. I just have to be careful with the alcohol and that because it really...
well, then you just lube up.
Yeah.
Sanitize and then lube.
Exactly. And it's just like the sweet little Asian girl tells me about my feet.
You're crusty.
I have slick fingers and I don't like that feeling. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to...
oh, yeah, definitely. But again, you run into that same... so clear gesso, matte medium, any of the mediums would. But like if you have... And a lot of those bookmarks that P had made do have the watercolor crystal. So it's going to reactivate the stuff. That's why I like doing the spray fixative because it does a light layer and dries quickly, supposedly. Some do, some don't. That Krylon stuff does. Like, it works. It just smells terrible.
Yeah, I do not like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to talk about this business with the pups business. And we're just going to do another one because that's what I feel like doing today. And
there's that fly. It's making me crazy.
All right, now I'm making these a little bit wider because what I have discovered in the process of doing these is that it really, when you have enough here to overlap them, you give yourself a little more see that? Now, if I don't like that, I'll show you what to do here in a minute. But also, the wider ones are going to give you more coverage. All right, so you see what happens when you get down to this point. Do you want to utilize this, or do you want to use your side pieces? Because you do have a choice.
Yeah.
The problem is down here, you started a horizontal line. Well, you've already got a horizontal line here. So, you know, it's whatever tickles your fancy, is what I say. Just, you know, go for it. I'm going this way because I think that it will be good to have that dark part on the end, and I can actually come in and do something different down there. I don't really have enough here, but then I've got that white strip that might work. That's the kind of, this is your thought process when you're going through and identifying these. Now, on this one, I'm trying to get more.
Now, Solemn, so these are actually what we call, when we say pups, these are the pickup papers. So this is deli paper that P uses. So whenever she's using her big plate, and that is a really great observation there. Alicia says, I've decided to buy a much larger gel plate so she can get pups, because that's kind of part of the process. I mean, you get little pups if you do little paper, you know, any itty bitty papers, but it doesn't take a long time. Or you can do like miniature versions.
Yeah,
I am for that.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
You can, because if you want to use your short end, they're going to be shorter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not using that one.
So if you just cut up a bunch of little papers to use on your little gel plate, you could totally get little pups.
Yeah. That. Okay.
Size matters.
We've got this going here. And you've noticed that I do, when I'm picking up the paint anymore, I'm a little more cognizant of how I'm doing it, just simply because
it's just one more thing I figured out that, you know, it was a byproduct.
It was a byproduct, but you can use your byproduct
in this next
purposefully.
And then create these master boards, which then create the other thing, which we're trying to, you know, then determine its name.
Yes. And I'm trying to get these in. You know how the others all seem like they kind of go together, except for that one. We'll bring them back and look at them here and talk about it a little bit more here in a sec.
Oh, yes, 100%. Sue says you can also just tear up your gel prints. You can totally do that.
Amen, sister. That you can. And you know
if you have not been intentionally pupping, you could totally tear up those gel prints. And those ones that you're like, I don't really know about this one, but it could be great if I tore it up.
It'll be better in parts than it is whole.
That's right. If I put all of these, I don't know, kind of gel prints together in strips, then they become a lovely masterboard.
Absolutely.
To be determined what it's named.
I'm really kind of sad because I lost my really pretty blue there. I remember this because it was just the other day. Oh, now see when that happens, you just don't worry about it. You just continue tearing.
Yep.
Because that'll work itself out. You'll figure something out.
That's right. Solomon says byproducts are sometimes better than the finished pieces.
There's lots of times when my brayer off is more impressive than the prints I pulled doing it. Now I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, okay, those are still going to work.
No.
And I probably should have left a little bit more white there. I will on this other one.
Yes, we highly recommend going over and reading the PMisms because you will be entertained. People have reviewed. Actually, it would be hilarious if we started adding reviews of the PMisms over there because people have said.
Now, I keep these little pieces of paper just for whatever over here. And I mean, really, I'm serious. I have used them.
Oh, Jeanette says I vote for pup uppers.
Pup uppers?
Pup uppers. It's like the next thing. They've been pupped up.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think Jeanette's the one she came up with pups.
All right, now this is the blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm not using that in this.
Pup uppers.
this particular
Oh, that's wonderful.
batch. And here's a green. I'm not going to use that because I do have some other greens that I've got saved over here to use on the back of my bookmarks.
See, at least just says she has tons of questionable prints. See, now they can be torn up and then put back into the mix.
Isn't that always makes me feel good. And the other thing it does for you, I'm not kidding, it just helps you relax enough. There's a lot of times when you are really uptight about doing something and, you know, being all anally retentive and I don't know what that other word where people say you think too much. I do that all the time.
Overanalyze.
More of a white area there.
Obsess.
Yes. And then you just relax enough to go, well, if I screw this up, I can always tear it up and, you know, make something else. If you don't want it.
That's right.
Something else. Learned that from a 2-year-old.
Something else. And see, you save that for later. For those little ones, see?
Yeah. All right, that's a little too cheerful. I think I have enough here. I'm just sure that I do.
Okay.
Okay, so on this particular one here, this is tissue paper. And you will notice, get a piece of...
Now, the evolution of this whole process has been, at one point in time, P would just glue the strips together.
Yes.
But now she has found out that it's a little bit easier just to go ahead and glue over a print, like a tissue print.
It makes them a little more substantial, and then you don't have to worry about it. If it does actually, you know, overlap or show through someplace, you've got that backdrop of the... This is just, remember the juicy one that I pulled the other day, and I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I used too much paint.
Yeah. This is the one. And this is the PBO.
Yeah.
Orange color. It's shiny. It's
all
$3.53.
Right. So you can see here, it's going to go right to the edge. Well, you can't because it's white on white, but you just have to take my word for it.
Believe you me.
Believe you me. Okay, so I'm not going to use one of these that I have, and I could, because see, that's going to expand it out here even more, and then I could back it with something else.
All right, and if you scoot over about 1 inch or so. Yep, that's the spot.
Is that the spot?
That's right.
Okay.
Let me take this opportunity to say welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. I need about 40 of y'all. Please and thank you. Give those thumbsy upsies. If you're like, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I love what you're doing, but I don't know where it's at. Then you need to close the chat and then hit that little thumbsy upsy and then click on the little, you know, then it'll say comments again and then you can open it back up. You'll be back in business. Just give those thumbsy upsies, like it, love it, watch some more of it. Please and thank you. If you're new here, subscribe. Oh, by the way, we hit 4,000 subscribers. We are officially over the mark. So I feel like it's safe to say, unless, you know, P does something really terrible. Upsets people.
I just love that. That just tickles me to know. That
was very artfully done. I don't, is it all going to go? But you're going to use
soft serve ice cream.
You should hold it to the side. Or hold it up into this camera so they get the good. Yeah, see, look at that.
And then you just...
Yeah.
Volcanoed on me a little bit.
It did. It blurped.
I'm losing things here, folks.
Her clothes are coming off. She's just losing necklaces.
My jewelry's disassembling before my eyes. All right, now, it's partially because I have this really cool little clasp here.
I know, but it hits the desk.
What?
It's right at the desk, and that's why it comes unhooked.
Is that it?
Yeah, you bump your chest up against there.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to get it on here.
Sit up straight and art. There you go.
Okay. Feeling all better. All right, let's talk about the brush here, because this is important. I know that I've mentioned this before, but there's some people that weren't here for the first round. You need a brush that's ever so slightly crappy. Stiff. You don't want a
junky brush, not a good one.
Not a good one, because I've got, okay, let me just show you these up here. This is what I use when I don't want to make streaks, because it's nice and soft. It still has a little spring, but this one over here, it's giving you some resistance. And that's what you need.
And it's not futile.
No. And I do go ahead and put my brush in just to see if I have inadvertently left something on there, because God knows that happens. Okay, here we go.
It's just dirty brushes.
Dirty brushes. Just don't be afraid about getting a little on there, because it's not going to hurt.
Hey, Catherine.
Okay. Now, getting started is really kind of, and I will tell you right now something that I don't like that happened, but it's too late, is that little choppy edge there.
Now you can fix that.
I will fix that. So don't you worry your little head over that, because I will take care of that. We can take care of that like right now, or we can wait for later.
Yeah, I think you should wait, because you got glue down there.
Yeah, and see, I should have removed that. That was not a good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back these up to each other, and then that next strip that I put down,
put in between.
Yeah, it's going to cover up both of those little toothy edges.
That's from the deli paper, like
from your deli paper.
Part of the manufacturing process.
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know if you can get, non-serrated.
Serrated, that's the word. Gosh darn it, I was looking for it. I also don't like, straight edges here, but this at least has been torn with a ruler, so it's not like, whatever.
Yeah, toothless deli paper.
All right, now here's this one. Remember, we
would like a deckled edge. If they could put that in their manufacturing process.
I don't really know what side of this is the right side, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I'm going to do something here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just because.
Okay.
But I am going to leave that white edge, part of that white edge there.
Hello, Luann. Good night, Sophia.
Is she leaving us?
It's late. Oh, she's got an... Okay, keep your eyes out on Instagram tomorrow. She's got a how-to.
Oh. All right. And do try to get underneath these, because if they do create little air bubbles,
then
you're going to have to pierce them later.
And then later on, remember, you're going to be stamping on this, so you do want a fairly flat surface. Obviously, there's paint. There's going to be some texture, who's it, what's it, but there's no need to, add issue.
Insult to injury.
That too.
Okay, we're kind of going to...
You feel you're going wonky.
I do, but I've already got that one down, and we're just going to live with it and see if we can make adjustments here.
Okay. I think it's good that you show that, there's... Maybe that it goes... It's a rough start.
It is a rough... If it is a rough start, you just... I'm really serious about this, By the time you get through and you do your comeback painting...
Comeback. It's the comeback tour.
The reiteration.
Yeah.
Of said, original artwork. This is not going to matter a hill of beans. And the other reason it's nice to have a painted surface on which to apply your pups is it kind of keeps it from going through and sticking down to your table. Because I know you find that hard to believe that that's actually happened to me, and I would think I'd have more sense. But yeah, that. All right, now I changed my mind on that, and the reason I changed my mind on that is because when you put white on white, it makes the white really white. So I need to come in with something else, and that one's too much that same color.
Yeah, Eddie says, think about it as creating multiple layers.
Absolutely. All right, now I do have a bit of a thing going on here with this.
Yeah, there is I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
It's messing up the thing. So I think you need to choose whether you want the darker brown or the gold. I would say you want the darker brown because it's longer.
Okay, so I don't think I've got paint on that yet, but I might.
Remember, I'm a professional observationalist.
She is, and she isn't afraid to say she told you so.
Mm-mm. Now, how many of y'all have tried this?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Me too.
And is there a video for that? Has anyone done it on video? Has Eddie? Has Darcy? I think Eddie's done pups. He's done pups, but I don't know if he did it on video. Like, I know that he's made them, and then he's used it. Who else? He did it on a live stream. There you go. See, there's a video for that. Did you put the strips together and everything? Was I there? I might have been there. Rosemary says she's made one. Did you post it in Makers? Hashtag Makers Pups.
Did you photograph it for posterity? I know. I was talking to.
I'm trying to get y'all into a conversation. If you didn't know that that's what I was trying to do.
Talking to.
Eddie said yes. He ripped and glued. All there in that live stream. I just want to know, was I there? And I probably was.
Did you snort?
Did you snort? He ripped and glued, but did he snort?
That's the question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now see, we have another issue here.
Okay, Linda says she's making them, but not on video. That's fair enough, but you got it, then post it over in Makers if you're part of Makers. If you're not on Facebook, that's okay. You can post over here on the YouTubes. I really try to see the community posts. Mo's the best. And then it shows up in my thing that Mo's made a comment. And I'm like, I didn't even see that darn thing. I don't know why. I just, yeah. I don't know. It's a me thing. It's yeah. Oh, nice. Rosemary says, yes, she just got the gel pens and she's ready to add the pen work. Very nice.
I'm telling you, that's like, I enjoy that. And there's a lot of fiddly stuff that I don't like to do. What are you laughing at?
Mo, because she says any would think that I did it to help you, Mariah. She does. She does help me. Like, I am not joking when I tell you that Mo handles business. And she's a big part of why things happen over here. Okay, we're going to come up with hashtags. So this is going to be the hashtag Makers Pups.
Yeah, and really...
Uppers. Pup uppers.
If I do get
Pups
real
upsers.
serious about, making sure that stuck down there,
It's a double
that
plural.
jagged edge, look at it, just practically disappears. You can't even see it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Well, plus you're going to be doing stamping and things. I don't think that's something to obsess about.
I do not. But, I do love to do a little of that obsessing and compulsing. It's just in my nature.
Yeah. You should call yourself out while you're doing it. That's good. I applaud this. It's growth.
Growth.
So there's an S on all of those things. It's a triple plural. Makers, pups, uppers. It's important.
Now, see why I like doing it on some surface that, you know, that you already have some background on. It just makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to do it, but it really just does. Now, see, I've got another one where I've got end pieces here.
That's a big piece. I don't
really know if I like that or not.
I think that's too big.
Maybe it's time for another really dark. Yeah, I like that. Because that, you know, brings that back in. And I used to obsess and compulse about, you know,
I'm not afraid of color.
All kind of, you know, balanced out and whatever. But I come back in and change the color on them anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
That's right. This is really for the first round of suggestion.
Yeah. That.
Oh, yes. Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Anybody new coming in, do say hello. Give those thumbsy upsies. Like it, love it. Watch more of it.
Tell your friends. If you hate it, share it with your enemies. That'll teach them.
She's really stuck on this whole.
I always say
I need to talk to her about this.
I'm kind of that kind of person. Fortunately. Yeah, I don't really like that.
Thank you.
Let's see what else we got here. Shucky arms.
No, because you just did that.
I just did that one. Hope that works.
Now, do you take it all the way to the edge?
What?
Well, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Well, you know, it's hard to see in the light here where the end is. Or if I didn't know if you were going to the edge or if you were going past the edge. Do you go outside of it?
Both.
Okay. The answer is yes. He is edgy. Yes.
Yeah, I'm an edgy kind of person.
See, and I had my doubts about how this one was starting out, but now it's, you know, I'm in. I'm a believer.
I think there's some Beatles song for that. Alrighty. Now, there we go.
Hello, then. What y'all think?
Now, Eddie did his, and I don't really know how he did it, but he had his going this way.
Were you there at that stream?
Yeah, I was.
Was that the one?
Matter of fact, I was watching that, and I was going, how did he do that? So,
well,
I don't really,
Eddie has a whole different skill set.
He does. And
I knew you were over there looking for it. I was like, Eddie's been quiet for a bit. He's over there looking for his video.
Did he?
He found it. There you go.
Did he post it?
And yes, he said, found it. The live where I created my pup collages. There you guys go. Now, don't go over there quite yet. Just, put that in your to watch later.
Yes, because you don't want to get us confused.
Eddie will do his diagonal. He's got extra skills.
I really think he does. And I think, part of it that I could do, if I wanted to make this a little bit longer, I could come back in.
I don't like that idea.
Well, I think it's going to interfere with my stamping.
Because it breaks up your rows. Your columns. This is technically columns.
It technically does, and I think what I'm going to have to do,
across.
I'm just going to have to come up with another way of establishing horizontal rather than vertical. All right. We'll just look at that beautiful piece of paper there.
Ooh, that one is very nice.
Now, these are great for your
Now, I think if you
bookmarks.
want, here you go. Here's a little, if you are of the mind that you're like, hey, I want these to be longer, and you do have your other pieces, you could come in
and
extend with the right colors.
yes.
And I think you could extend and blend and extend.
You are absolutely right. And let's just do something here because I kind of want to break this black up anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So what Mariah said. Okay. So I want this shiny stuff here. And see this big black thing here?
Yeah.
I could do that with paint later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, that's what I do. But you can also take some of the ones that you didn't use that you feel bad about not using because they were really good. I do have another couple of white places here. I'm glad you said that, Mariah. My God, I might have to just keep you around.
I know. I appreciate it. I try to make myself,
Handy as sliced bread.
Mm-hmm. Or sliced mozzarella. It's a lot better than cutting your own. Same.
I noticed that. Here, let me tell you what's really funny.
Because you didn't know at first, and you're like...
And I cut it. And I'm like, what is happening here? What is this wobbly stuff going on here?
It's like this is already cut. Now it is a little thick. Like I wouldn't necessarily cut it that thick if I was in charge of like determining how thick the slices are. But they're gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Barb would like to know how you keep your sleeves out of the glue. She doesn't. Don't. And those are little cuff protectors.
You see my wonderful crocheting job on the end of that sock?
She cuts her socks
The sock went to hell, and so I just...
It wasn't fixable.
Because I do fix my socks.
Mm-hmm.
But these are cheap cotton socks that I've had for 100 years, so I didn't feel too bad about relegating them to the...
Yeah. You just need sleeve protectors.
Yeah, that.
And yeah, she's not without stuff on her. Y'all just don't. She doesn't show this part at the end. Maybe we should start telling her at the end of the stream she's got to show what her sleeves look like.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Now, I have to make some decisions here. Okay, let me get this over here for a
Isn't
minute.
there like a thing, arms up?
So that I can show you my decision-making process here.
Okay.
All right, so I've got this weird, pickup here.
Yeah.
And I really want that to be straighter because I don't want to deal with this. So I'm going to take that off first. And what's lovely about this...
the deli paper.
The deli paper, it tears either way.
Yeah.
The dadgum wet strength tissue paper, I'm just here to tell you, it does not.
And that might be something to consider if when you are using your gel prints. You're going to have, your paper, depending on what paper you use, may or may not give you more successful tear. If you're ripping them. If you're cutting them, that don't matter.
Yeah. 'Tis a thought. Okay, now, this area right here.
Oh,
Remember, I told you not to worry about that?
Caprese.
Well, you do need to worry about it, but you just didn't need to worry about it right then. That's what we're going to do is we're going to put that over the top and fix it.
Bye, Adrian. Thanks for hanging. Okay. Goddaughter's in the hospital.
Oh.
Prayers and thoughts are welcome. Sending you love and
white light.
And that's what, I was going to say, what does P always say? Love and white light.
That's right.
Hello, Miss Ava Lee. I think you're getting a little extra orangey. I don't know.
Okay, I'm liking that.
Oh, Julie wants to know how you keep the paint off your rings.
Oh, I don't. I look at them every now and then. I look at my bracelets and I'm like, oh my god.
She cleans them up. She buffs them off and
clean them up and whatnot.
Some of it just wears off.
Yeah. Now, see that mark right there? That's going to cause me some problems later on.
Oh yes, thank you, Mo. We would love to see any of y'all's complete or hey, in process. What have you found as some of your frustrations? Did you find a tip or a trick that, we didn't think about? Or if you're using gel prints, maybe there's a little different process to the whole thing. We want to know all of those things. The information is fabulous.
All right, boy, that's kind of a crap tear, but I think it may have worked.
Okay. I love it.
I like that.
Eddie has been, doing the opening act, which is, I think that's great. Kind of helps people, lead them in, be like, hey, start here, go here. What's next? Very nice. I applaud this decision. I endorse this.
Well, shucky darns, I'm certainly glad that I met up with your expectations.
Well, it works both ways over here, lady.
It do.
Now, one of the things that y'all need to take into consideration is that at this point in time, now, did you have another one ready? Did you cooking show this?
What you mean?
Because you can't stamp on this one right now.
No,
I be a little bit.
I cannot stamp on
Do you have one ready to stamp on?
No, I don't.
That's disappointing.
Good Lord, look how long this takes. And it's just all that stuff that I was doing. I didn't have time for that.
Just making doodles and stamping things and figuring out how to use that spray stain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. All right, now this is kind of a crappy one. Except that it does have that pink on it.
Oh.
And then I've got this kind of big blobby thing out here. But then I have a blobby thing here and here. So maybe that kind of matches out. I don't know.
Hey,
I can always paint it.
That's right.
Always paint it. This kind of bothers me. And I don't know if I have a...
Mo says she says this is real life. This is how it works and she's loving it.
Rectification here. A rectification? All right, let's try that. I don't know if that... We're just going to have to put it down and see.
Seems like you should have that.
That jagged edge is really bothering me. And, the thing about this is you do learn things over time about what to do and what not to do. What can be addressed later and what needs to be addressed now. And I'm going to go ahead and take out that white section because I don't need it. And you're not going to be able to get tissue paper to tear like I'm tearing right now. I'm just here to tell you. That ain't happening.
One direction it will. Maybe.
Yeah. But even when you're down to the nitty gritty there where you're right on the edge of something. Yeah. That doesn't always work out. All right. I don't know if that's exactly the right color that I wanted there, but...
No, I think it works okay, but I understand what you're saying.
I really would have liked for it to be a little pinkier. But you know what? I can adjust that, and I know how to do that. This is where it's really good to know about transparent and opaque. And I was telling Mariah earlier, I was watching these. I like to watch people that, actually know how to watercolor occasionally.
The she
that they do it.
Professional.
Yeah.
Get paid for it and
about
stuff.
Paints, and he was saying that He thinks the best bang for your buck if you want a big tube is the Winsor Newton. He really likes, he had 2 brands there that he said they were the gold standard.
Yeah.
I've never ever heard of them. Just shows you where I'm. Okay. All right. So
you're not hanging out in those circles of watercolorists.
That ain't my people. I do not like that, and I'm going to take care of it right now.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? The Winsor Newton.
Winsor Newton. Yeah. Go figure, huh? Now, it's not cheap by any means, but I always kind of felt like that was my gold standard. Now I know it wasn't.
Well, Karen says that she loves, I mean, she does talk about the brands that she really likes, but then, like, her super go-to, like, most favorites are the handmade ones.
Ah.
That she gets from, you know, people.
Now, when you're doing these really ones where you don't have very much yanking room and
not a lot of lip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Don't go just yanking on it. You gotta, like, do what she did and do it in little sections. And then keep the pressure on the...
Gentle tug.
Gentle tug.
No big old gestural. No ripping and snorting, Eddie.
That's right. I don't know that I care for that there.
Well, I'm covering up something, Mariah.
Well, okay. I know, but I'm a little sad because I kind of like the darker bit that was there. But maybe once you glue it down, it's going to...
All right, here, how about that?
I like that better. Because you needed that to balance out the other ones there.
This is very true. Very, very true. Good catch.
Seeing how nicely I did that with you and worked through it.
Well, we all know that I'm not that kind of person. So there's just no sense in trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. All right.
Silk purse out of a sow's ear.
I do like that, but I already know that that's
too much.
Too little for, you know.
Oh, that's short.
Yeah. And that doesn't have enough. I don't know. We're in a real bind here, folks.
She doesn't do subtle very well, so, you know.
Yeah, work at it, but you can see it hasn't been terribly successful up until this point.
Oh, not either end.
So, this is not the color that I want there, but it kind of is.
P is currently using the Blick Blickerick. And, like, that's the name of it. It's like Blickerick. It's very hard to say. But it's the matte medium. Is it matte? Do they say matte medium? The funny thing is it's really not matte.
It's really not matte. It's kind of
in between.
It's sort of glossy. All right, we're going to do a Mariah here.
Yeah.
Probably not nearly as successfully as she does. But look, I did get rid of the...
That was pretty good, yeah. And like she said, she can come back in with paint and do any other little touch-up things to blend it in. But hey, those were nice too there, Patricia.
Yeah. No,
very proud of you.
Some more of my little pink stuff here. I'm losing it onto the floor. That's kind of a knot, but it's not long enough to go from one side to the other, so.
What you doing with that one? Oh, you're just bringing it up at the top there. Okay. tell you these. Well, I mean, today's her regular gymnastics day, but doing this extra one because we're still making up from when we went on vacation has been quite the.
What?
Why it feels like we've been going to gymnastics like way more.
Oh,
Because we have been.
yeah.
But getting them taken care of. And in some ways, I think it's been kind of nice for her because she has had some of the other coaches.
Oh, yeah?
And I do think that, it's kind of like here on the internet. You learn different things from different people. Even though they do a lot of the same things, maybe their approach is differently. Maybe some are a little sweeter, some are a little meaner. There's one coach that he does not care for because she don't mess around. The baby likes to mess around. And she likes the sweeter ones.
Hey, Izzy, no, we need to get over here, honey.
Mm-hmm. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So Witch says she's coming to Texas to see these in person. LOL, she wishes. Well, if any of y'all are coming to Texas, now, I mean, I'd like to vet you a little bit, just to make sure you're not, I don't know. Just seems like the right thing to do as a parent and, person out in the world. But, you show up to enough of these and...
Well, you just,
reach out. We'll figure it out. We might meet you out at a coffee place first, not bring you back to our house.
Yeah, we'll see if we think that you can handle it.
Yeah, that's true too. I'd like to see pictures of your house, the interior, and then we'll discuss on whether or not you should probably.
Yeah, and you
are emotionally equipped.
Want to get your tetanus shot for you?
Oh, it's not that
over.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, really. Okay.
Yeah.
So
hello, Paula K.
All of these pieces that you have left over, don't just immediately trash them, because you may run into a situation here where you totally screw it up, or you get real whoop-de-doo with your stamping and it smushes out and whatnot, and so you have to come back in and do a little remedial overdos. So I just take these and I just fold them over and shove them in someplace, and eventually they'll either get used or they'll end up in a packet that y'all get, and now you know what to do with them.
That's right.
Okay. This is how I deal with things.
She's making little presents for herself later. Ooh, what did I put in here?
Well, it's nice because you're surprised twice.
That's right.
Okay. So.
Now what?
This needs to dry all the way. So we're just going to put this over here. And then we're going to bring back our...
you're going to show how you did the stamping to it? Okay.
I thought that would be a good thing.
Yes. These are so cool looking.
Aren't they?
So if you weren't here earlier on, come back, watch the replay bit. He showed how she used the distress. Is it distress spray? Show him the spray again. Just so. I haven't seen it because she just kept it over there. Yeah, distress mica spray. Stain.
Empty tomb.
Now, because it's mica spray, it has a shimmer to it. Do you shake it up? Is it shimmery?
Can you see it? It's not. It isn't. And this is what I really like about it. It's not just.
Yeah, some of those are super and
I don't like it.
Shimmery.
It's just not. It does not make.
Joanne asks if you need to add clear texture gesso to the pup project, please. No.
Not unless you want to. And I would. That's a really good question. The thing about it is, I don't know that pencil work is the greatest thing to do on these things.
Because that's really the major...
They're kind of flimsy.
That would be the major reason to use the clear texture gesso.
Yes.
Because the stamping is going to stamp on top. You just need to make sure that whatever stamping ink you are using is a permanent one. So, like, the Stays On and the archival ones have been the two main ones. And the VersaFine. And some of those. You want to make sure that it's an ink that's going to dry up and stay, stay put.
I'm going to make this one a little bit wider just simply because I don't want a real skinny one. Okay, so that's not going to work. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just use these right here.
But that was a great question. And then the other thing to take into consideration, if you're like, oh, well, I do want to put like one kind of coat over everything. Well, if your gel prints or your pups, your pickup papers are sparkly and wonderful because you have used metallic paints, be careful. Because if you use a matte medium over them, it will dull them out. Now, the one that P was using is that Blick acrylic. It's kind of in between. It's more of like an eggshelly, or what do we call it? Like a satin.
Yeah.
So
it's not super shiny, but it's not dull.
Right. So it sort of dulls out some of the extra shiny stuff, but that's not a big deal, especially since she's going to be kind of coming back over things and, putting the stamping on top. But if that is like, oh, I want to keep the shiny, you probably want to use something that is a gloss medium.
Yeah, that.
Because that helps hold in the shiny.
This is what, I don't know why I put those away. I know.
Or you can always add the shiny back on later. Because she did that to that one. The purpley one that you did. You put a lot of like iridescent and the color shift and shiny stuff back on it.
Yes, that is very true. And I came in with that turquoise that I did went over to the cellular things on the.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about some different things, Mariah.
Okay.
I don't like to always just do exactly the same thing that I did before.
All right.
I want to use some different finds here. Because I think it's important to realize, and here I'm sitting here with my ink pad open, and this is kind of distracting, isn't it? I don't like
I don't like it when you have that thing there. I'm glad that you said that. It is distracting.
I mean, it was great when I was just sitting up here farting around myself. I didn't care.
True that. We have an audience now.
Yeah, and I have to be a little bit more professional because Mariah reminds me that that's what needs to happen.
Looking out for y'all.
Okay. Night,
Night, Liz. Thanks for hanging.
Like that. Like that. That's kind of the same, but I like the middle. Solid middle. Because I think one of the things that you have to remember when you're doing these smaller things like this, partial stamps are good. You don't have to have the whole...
I have to ink the whole thing up.
Image on your whatever.
Yeah.
Okay? And I picked these 3 flowers, and the reason I did it is because you've got kind of a elongation here that works really well on that part. I could flip it over if I don't need so much flower there, and I still have that middle part. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense here. All right. So when I look at this, what I'm thinking about here is I'm going to get some of that middle part of the flower to help identify what the hell it is. And if I want to take it this way, I can take it this way. And I still have that middle part of the flower. All right. Why does this one work? Well, this one's going to work regardless simply because of the way the petals are arranged. Okay.
Hi, Mary.
This one I picked because I like the dark solid center. That can come in really, really handy.
Yeah.
If you have a really busy area, which is we kind of do here, but I don't know. I'm just thinking that this, when I look at this, I sort of think of Monet's Lilies.
Yeah.
The painting.
Yeah.
The big painting. So I kind of like that. Now, I just completely ignored that on the others and went totally linear.
Mm.
I mean, it's totally up to you. I mean, it's your dadgum, whatever. But just know that, I do think about things.
Yeah, water lily.
Water lilies, yes. Okay, so now I know the center of where my center of my flower is. Once you make a commitment, don't be, swishing it around.
Look at them.
Look at that. I don't even know that needs anything else, but I'm going to put something else on it. Of course I am. Just to kind of, define the parameters. So I have my nice little box. Did I show you this already?
You did. That was shown earlier. If you have questions regarding that, she's very proud of the organization. We're proud that she's like organizing things.
Okay, so I have this thing, and I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I cut it because it's kind of rough.
Yeah, that would indicate that there's been some.
Do you know what it is?
Well, I need to see it. I again, like you said.
Okay, so when I have this, and I know it's not going to go all the way across, I just don't go all the way across intentionally.
So, I don't know if you cut that one or not, but I believe that is Sophia's, like I don't know if it's sketchy lines or...
Now, see, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really cool. And I think that's done. I don't really, I feel like it goes this way.
Mm.
Now, I don't know if it's done yet. I just need another little...
I think you need something connecting the two things.
My favorite here.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that one is The Daisy by Darcy. But
Darcy's Daisy.
Yes, and then I think the other one of the Black Eyed Susans?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Wonky stripe stamp. Thank you. Yep, good call, Eddie. I think that's it. And I do believe it has been cut up somewhat. I just can't tell in which direction necessarily.
There we go. Look at that.
Ah, very nice. Because it repeats your circular, the flower center. It gives you that.
And this nice. Gives you the nice balance, the heavy part at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
And you got 3 elements, which is nice.
Love it, love it, love it. See, this is how that other paper started.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it looks like little flowers at the bottom there. That's true.
Okay.
Mo, you're doing a fantastic job.
Now, I do have another way to do this, but
and Eddie got the wonky stripes. Good job. Thank you, mods. Y'all are handling business. I'm just giving props because sometimes it's hard and they got to figure out which thing's which, and sometimes it's hard even for us to remember. I don't know if y'all know this, but we got a lot of products over at PM Artist Studio, and all of them are equally wonderful to one another.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this just kind of I don't know. Can you see that? It's calling to me.
Yeah? What's it saying?
It's saying put the middle of that flower right there.
Right there. Right there.
I don't know how that's going to work out.
Do your best.
Committed.
Let's see if she lined her up.
Yes.
Very nice. I think this one requires, because the lines are a little bit more subtle, maybe coming back in and putting some pen work or lightening or darkening some areas just to...
Doing some, inside the petals there. I think you are absolutely right. And at that point, what I may do is go ahead and separate the background from the flower. So we'll just leave that alone for right now. We're not going to add anything else to that. Decision made. Thank you, Mariah. I'm going to try to be kinder to you during your Monday makes because you've been so nice to me today and haven't.
I'm trying to lead by example.
And that makes me feel even worse. Okay, here we go.
That's not what I was trying to do, but you know.
I'm going to kind of take this off of this end here, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
I like that because it's going to give you the best contrast. That's kind of a good open area.
You know, you're juiced up when
when it sticks.
But I want to make sure I am juiced
Chris.
up. All right, now this is important because I want to get that on there. I think I was down too far, but yeah, I was.
Oh, but I like it.
It's okay. And again, I think this needs to be dealt with coming in and doing the negative space.
But you kind of want to wait, even though this is 2 paper. It's also going to be a little bit interesting because you got your stain there.
I do.
You know what might be kind of cool to just to...
you can you see the shiny part of the spray?
Oh, it is a little bit there. Oh, that is very nice. It is subtle. That's nice.
I know, and I love that. I love that. Okay, so have we done all 3?
Yep.
We've done all 3 flowers. All right, so now we are down to these 2.
And see, one's a flop off and one's a rub off.
One's a flop off and one's a rub off. Thank you, Mariah, for bringing that up. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let's look over here. Let's look into the...
Oh, Shauna.
What?
She says, I was over there shopping a few days back, and I think it was 37 pages. About 6 hours of shopping and a wish list longer than Santa's nice list. Best chat in town. Made my day, Shauna. Yeah, pencil work probably would be the best. Because then you're not worried about, like, activating things.
Okay, it's not that I don't like these. It's just that I don't think they're going to work for what I want here. I think they're too busy. And the rounded edge is not helping me.
Okay.
So, we're going to go back to the big old...
flower box
here.
It just gets one of the big old boxes.
Big old box.
And we got more flowers coming.
I love flowers.
I know.
You can
Everybody...
ever have too many flowers.
Too many
And
flowers.
if somebody's trying to tell you that, you just tell them, pshaw.
Pshaw, have you been to PM Artist Studio?
Pshaw upon you.
You obviously have not perused the PM Artist Studio flower selection.
And yes, obviously. Okay, I do really love that one, but I've already done something like that. I really want to do something a little bit more stylized.
Yes, Barb. So yeah, if P were to go in with watercolor, it's probably going to activate some of that. Not that it's a bad thing, but we're just not really sure what exactly is going to happen. I think it's definitely worth exploring. And these aren't like, you know, she's only got 2 steps in.
Yeah. I think I figured out how to mitigate that particular
Oh, you do?
situation.
Well, you could glaze it.
I could go back with my stuff, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes it's fun just digging around in the box, y'all. Although I will say, it is best to keep your stamps clean if you want to dig around like this, because otherwise you do end up looking like, you know, you've been working on the car. Hello, Peggy. Welcome, welcome.
I'm going to keep that out.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We like knowing that you're here. Best chat in town. See, Shauna even just said it a minute ago. I mean, just moments ago
and
it was said.
Yeah. And it sounds
like
good because somebody else said it.
Love it. Watch some more of it. If you're new here, please do subscribe.
Okay, so I've got these.
Yes.
And I've got this.
And you got 15 minutes.
Holy cow, seriously?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Dadgummit. Just okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do these others, but I'm bringing the
she's adjusting
back into the mix here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need a longer backgrounds. Okay, so I'm going to take these out. No,
that's kind of wide.
Much.
Yeah.
2.5, I think. I think I decided 2.5 was as wide as I could go. It still fits into the box. I just about cratered those suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 3.5, so that's going to be 2 and yada yada boo boo.
This is how we measure here at PMR Studio.
There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Eyeball.
Yada yada boo boo.
Okay.
Oh, Shannon has tagged you in a post over Makers, so you need to go check out Makers.
Okay.
That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you aren't part of that, then you're missing out because all these lovely, not all, but most, quite a few of these folks over here in the chat and who you'll see in comments and around the YouTubes will also be members. You can see the stuff that they make and the things that we participate in over there. Like, if you haven't signed up for the swap, that should happen because it closes down on the 7th and then names are announced on the 8th. I think that's the right. Yeah, I think that's how that works. And then we have collage prompts put on by Eddie and Darcy. Then we have the color combo that is put on by Carrie the Crafter, Paula, and Estella. And that's how you participate. And then we have, you know, hashtags and things and, you know, who's it, what's it's over there at the Makers. And there's a link right there in chat. Or there's always links down below in the description. Math term, yada yada boo boo. Approximately 1.5 inches, roughly.
Roughly.
Look at that.
You know, sometimes you just
simple.
There's just this is the one thing you need to do. One thing. Okay, so we've got this.
Man, y'all are rocking it.
One it's slightly off center, but
yeah,
just don't.
Some people say cockeyed.
I don't want the. Okay,
you know that term.
Oh, cockeyed. See, now I'm just figuring it, and we're gonna lose the stem, but you know, that's okay. And then, of course, when you turn it over, you realize you've got a whole new ball game here because I don't know which side of this to
ink up. Just ink it all, and
ink
then that way, yeah. That felt it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, cattywampus. Very nice. Got that leaf in there.
Okay. Now, I'll just let
some might even say that this is at a diagonal.
I know you enjoyed that. I think it. Okay, we're going to do this one very much the same way.
Yeah.
And Mariah can tell you about these flowers and from whence they come.
Oh, these here are by Sophia. Oh, that earlier one, the little one that P did quick, that was the Tulips 3 Styles by Darcy. And these are I know they're by Sophia. Why can't I remember the name of them? There'll be a link here in chat here in a minute, because Floral Filigree by Sophia. See, I shouldn't have called myself out, but Mo dropped in that link. Floral Filigree.
Okay, I'm going to filigree the top here.
Okay. Hello, Anthony. Get those thumbsy upsies,
Anthony.
please. Even if you're late, you can always drop in a thumbsy upsies. That was a weird delay. Sorry for that. Ooh, look at you. Very nice. It would be not. You gotta hold it in the other spot, but.
A little peeky through down there.
I love it, like a little border.
Oh, brilliant, if I do say so myself. Now, I don't know if I can line those little mushroomy guys up or not.
No?
Because they're kind of, you know, the 4 of them there.
Yeah.
Mayfie.
Mayfie. I think you got this.
I think so.
Well done.
You think I need it at the top?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I do have that kind of straight edge there.
Yeah.
It's kind of
bothering
me a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Hold it down towards you a little bit more. There you go. That she does that. It's in the technology now. Now y'all getting up close and personal with it.
All right. Now, and see, look, this is...
It's okay.
Well, you know, it's also because I was digging through all those stamps, too.
I'm telling you, it's real. Once you do, like, we should have gloves on the outer part or something. Here's the digging through gloves. Because we don't clean them.
And part of it is, see that I've got glue on there, so...
It's just picking up extra stuff.
Picking up extra stuff. And I always kind of try to do this because I don't know how I managed to get stuff on the outside of that thing.
When you're sharing supplies with people, it is the nice thing to do. So they don't get the surprise on the side.
Or so I don't.
She's more worried about that.
I'm more worried about myself than I am about you. All right, now let's grab another one.
Mo said she heard inky fingers are a sign of great wisdom.
I'm going to go with that.
Just
send me an email. Reminded me. I'll write it down in my quotes.
You could put it on top of the ink pads.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to bring back some of
Yeah, it's like when you're at the gym, you wipe down the equipment. Should be studio policy as well.
Okay, so we're going to bring this in.
Okay, you got 10 minutes.
I've got 10 minutes. I can do it. So, basically what I kind of learned about this, it's just not a hard and fast rule. It's, you know, something you can figure out on your own. Start off with your heaviest part at what you perceive to be the bottom. And I didn't use this yesterday, but I'm going to use it today. And the reason I really like this is I'm going to show you. See, that's what happens. I don't know where that crap comes from. I didn't put it there.
Yes.
All right, so kind of give yourself a little, put it down and say, okay, now, see, I'm figuring out where it needs to go here. And whether I need to turn it or whether I want that little skinny line next to the fat one.
I like that.
I think I do too.
this isn't the way I thought we were going to stack in there, but that's okay. Ah, see, this is the sketchy lines one. See, I wasn't going to say anything until Mo put the link in.
So see, I'm just making another paper here to doodle on when I'm talking on the phone.
Or these are also really great. So these stamp off papers are the great beginnings to the next masterboard situation. Or if you want to gel print them.
Yeah.
They're really fun to gel print.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging, Tracy.
Okay, so now we have to decide. And I really like coming in with the circle thing. And I know I'm kind of, you know, becoming predictable here. God knows we don't.
She didn't like that.
I don't want that. But the reason I love this is because this background has those kind of little odd shaped, you know, so it's kind of.
It's there.
Yeah. It's there.
You know what's crazy is like, so where you've stamped off over there, it looks like a crazy fish with an eyeball. Did you just see that too?
I just saw a very spiny fish.
Yes. You just go with the grumpy fish. Very nice. And this is one of 5 of the little googly pods by Devin Rex for Art, also known as Yolande.
Okay, now I'm going to come in with this one.
What is this one?
And I always kind of like to remind myself, you know, which way is it going to go and which way do I want to use it on here. So this is why you need that extra sheet to stamp off on when you're doing this kind of work. Because that way you're not going to be disappointed in your alignment.
Okay, this is a cut-off piece of the Geopoly. So there's a set of 3 Geopoly squares. They come in a set of 3. Now, if you already have, because there's that set and then there's a long one, you'd be able to like kind of mix and match them up and cut them up like P does. You get all the great little mark making things. Now, if you don't have them, then you can buy whichever one you want.
Yeah, buy the big one.
Cut it up.
Cut it up. Okay, so this is fun. I'm like into this. So then I do lines, circles, lines. So it's time for another circle.
This is kind of good practice for your for gearing up for the pups. Kind of get yourself in
This is true, y'all. And you know, oh God, that is so brilliant. I think I can start using more of these long, skinny lines.
Yeah.
I really honestly think so. Now on this one, I'm going to turn the little lashes up to the top.
Yes, the long one would be the Geopoly strip. Thank you, Mo. So there's links to both. So the Geopoly squares, now the one that P just used a second ago that she cut up is from the little square ones. But again, if you already own the big long one, might as well just, it works as well, Tom Bien.
Yeah.
But links to both are there in chat.
Hoop-de-doo.
And if you're new here and you're like, where am I linking to? What's going on here? PM Artist Studio, not only do we live stream 4 times a week, along with a 5th one, right? Yeah.
Okay, so see, I used that one. Now I think I'm going to grab that one.
We also have a store. That takes you over there, and then we have different designers. Many of the designers are here in the chat. If you want to say, hey, I'm a designer. Always love seeing that.
Which one was that one? Has the lines and the dots, the lines and the dots, and this is where you have.
See, now if you were like, you know, kind of like how some folks that have tool shop, you know, they have a shop, and then they outline their tools where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be some serious business right there.
That would be some serious business right there. I don't know why I can't find the one I want.
See, I always love seeing that.
That's it. It's laying over on its side.
Oh,
this is why
hey,
this business here is good.
It is. I do like that. That was very smart on your part. I'm proud of you. I mean, really. This is organization to the next level. Love it. So Jessie wants to know about the mechanical part of cutting. Knife, X-Acto, scissors. So yes, kind of all of the above. Please be careful. If you are not good with sharp objects, don't do this.
I just saw at it.
She kind of saw it on it. It depends on what's available and what sort of works. But the best thing to do is actually get the cut started on the design where the design is, and then you can just cut it with your scissors after that.
I'll demonstrate.
But you don't want to just go at it with your scissors because you might be sad.
No, you do not want to go at it with your scissors.
Mm-hmm. Don't use the hedge clippers.
Let's just say this one. I'm going to cut it right there.
Do you want this?
Thank you. Yes. And you need to put it down on something that you don't mind poking holes into. And I just do a little shallow cut.
Yeah, starter cut.
A starter cut. Then you can see, and I missed it there. But I'm not going to get all anal about that. I'm just going to.
Luckily, we are not drinking to that word today. We'd all be like. You can also pull it apart.
You got to pull it apart. Okay, so see, that wasn't such a good thing there. Now watch what you do. This is where you can get your scissors. Just get your scissors and you just whack that sucker off. And a lot of times, if I have them and I've really mutilated it on this side here, I just go ahead and cut off that extra hoopla. Now let's see what this looks like if we stamp it. And it is best to get rid of all those little pieces there, especially if you're going to be gel plating right afterwards, because those can cause a lot of problems on your gel plate.
Alicia, I was having some weirdnesses on my phone earlier, so it could just be like a mobile thing.
I like this. Number one, look what I can do. This can become more of a horizontal bar situation.
Oh, that looks good.
And sometimes, you know, you don't know. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this like it is.
Or further alter it.
Yeah, that
was good.
Yeah, because then I can come in like this, and I can basically get the same thing. I can reverse it, and I'll have the two
I like Gia.
skinny ones next to each other.
And hello, is it
line them up a little bit better than that, but you see what I'm saying. Okay. Let's get back to our hoop-de-doo thing here. All right, it's time for some more.
Oh, it's time.
Is it time?
It's time. She's going to continue on with this. But I'm glad that we got to end in a little lesson there. Hey, and like, Gia, people been, have they reached out to you? You know what I'm talking about, maybe? There was post over makers. And I know. I'll tell you.
Okay. All right, so here we go.
Looky there. All right, my already friends, we will be back here on, okay, well, Saturday we'll call, no, I'm sorry. We will not. I'm sorry.
We're not going to, no. We're calling on Sunday.
Sunday. So we'll be back on Sunday. It's great that I can say that now. In the morning and in the afternoon.
Yeah. It's
PM in the morning, call in the afternoon.
And it just works out that way.
It does. It's very nice. All right. See you then. And until then.
Love you.
Like a
long haul.
Bye, guys.